Hello children, in the last video you learnt about the concept of 1/4 turn. Today I am here to explain the concept of 3/4 turn, or we can also say 3/4 turn. Now listen, as you all are aware that what have I done with this circle? I have divided the circle into 4 equal parts. That means each part represents quarter, quarter and quarter here. Fine. Now see, how will we get 3 quarters? If I add these 3, 1/4, then what will I get? I will get 3 quarters or 3/4. Similarly, if you give an object 3/4 turn, then that is going to be equal to 3/4 turn. Now this might be confusing. Let me explain this with the help of an example, everyone. Just observe here, everybody. First we will be learning about 3/4 turn clockwise. Suppose there is an object which is pointing upwards like this. This is how the object is pointing. How do you give quarter turn, beta? So the positions are, if the object is pointing upwards and you give it quarter turn clockwise, then where will it point? It will point towards the right. Fine. And if I ask you to give it one more quarter turn, that means second quarter turn, where will it point? It will point towards the bottom. And if I ask you to give it the third quarter turn, then what will you do? It will point towards the left like this. Now beta, we have given 3/4 turns to this. That means that if an object is pointing upwards, then after 3/4 turn, its position will be like this. Just observe 1/4, 2/4 and 3/4. So this is how the object will look after 3/4 turn clockwise. And if I ask you to give it one more 3/4 turn, then what would you do? Again 1/4, 2/4 and the third quarter. So now it is pointing downwards, or we can say it is pointing at the bottom. If I ask you to give it one more 3/4 turn, again remember the same thing. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. So here we are pointing towards the right. If I ask you to give it one more 3/4 turn, remember again 1/4, 2/4 and 3/4. So this is how the object will be looking after 3/4 turns. Have you observed carefully? So if we are turning it clockwise, so from top 1/4, 2/4 and finally the third quarter. So the object which was pointing upwards, after 3/4 turn, it is going to point towards the left like this. Now there are some students who get easily confused when it comes to 3/4 turn or 3/4 turn. So beta, let me tell you one very important thing. 3/4 turn clockwise is equal to 1/4 turn anti-clockwise. In the first example you observed, the object which was pointing upwards, after 3/4 turn, where was it pointing? It was pointing towards the left. Now just see, as I am telling you that 3/4 turn clockwise is equal to 1/4 turn clockwise, so just check whether it is going to point towards the left or not, as it was pointing earlier. So 1/4 turn anti-clockwise. So from top, where will the object move? The object will move towards the left. So here we are. Now take one more example. Suppose the object was pointing towards the bottom. Fine. So after 3/4 turn, where will it point? 1/4, 2/4 and 3/4 towards the right. Now where was the original, what was the original position of the object? This is how it was. Now if I ask you to give it 1/4 turn anti-clockwise, where will it go? From bottom it will move towards the right. In the earlier case also it was pointing towards the right, and if I give it 1/4 turn anti-clockwise, then also it is pointing towards the right. Which proves or which shows that 3/4 turn clockwise is equal to 1/4 turn anti-clockwise. If you are not, you get confused and you want to check whether you have turned it properly or not. So check it with the help of 1/4 turn anti-clockwise. Have you understood? Now let's move to 3/4 turn anti-clockwise. The positions are same, top, right, bottom and left. We only need to concentrate that this time it is a 3/4 turn and that too anti-clockwise. Suppose the object is pointing upwards like this and I ask you to give it 3/4 turn anti-clockwise. 3/4 means 3/4. So 1/4, 2/4 and 3/4. So where is the object pointing? The object is pointing towards the right. Now again I would say beta, observe this very carefully that 3/4 turn anti-clockwise is equal to 1/4 turn clockwise. Now where was the object pointing? The object was pointing towards the right like this after giving it 3/4 turn anti-clockwise. Now see, this is how the original position of the object was. Now give it 1/4 turn clockwise. Where will it point? Towards the right. So which shows that 3/4 turn anti-clockwise is equal to 1/4 turn clockwise. Let's do it with one more example. This time the object was pointing towards the left. Now I am supposed to give it 3/4 turn anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise, the movement is going to be like this, against the movement of the hands of the clock. Now 1/4, 2/4 and this is 3/4. So where is it pointing? It is pointing upwards like this. Finally it is pointing upwards now. Where was it pointing originally? Left. You give it 1/4 turn clockwise. Clockwise means the movement is going to be like this, like the hands of the clock. So where is it after 1/4 turn clockwise? Towards top. So remember this, that 3/4 turn clockwise is equal to 1/4 turn anti-clockwise and 3/4 turn anti-clockwise is equal to 1/4 turn clockwise. With the help of this, you can very easily check your answer and get marks. So all the best and do practice of this concept with different objects. Now, there might be some students who find it easier to do it with the help of clock. Fine. So just observe very quickly everybody. Let's say that the minute hand was pointing upwards. That means at 12. So after 3/4 turn clockwise, where will it point? 1/4, 3 number, 6 number is 2/4 and 9 number is 3/4. So it will point at 9. Now the same thing if I say you do it anti-clockwise, 3/4 turn anti-clockwise, 1/4, 2/4 and 3/4. So beta, this is how we do with the help of a clock.